So today we're talking about feeling tired all the time. And I want to explore one big reason for you to consider. So how is everybody? How was your week last week? Everybody good? Or at least okay? If you're hearing me, please do type something so I know you are here. All right, so Facebook is showing me that a few people are on now. Just waiting for comments to load. If you're here, you can just say hi. Are you hearing me clearly? Are you tired all? Yes, finally, I've seen you now. Okay, Tricia or Trisha, how you pronounce it? Hi, June. Good afternoon to you. I'm so excited to talk about. Well, I wouldn't say excited. I feel like you're going to learn a lot today. I'm going to try and talk a little fast because it's quite a bit of information. I think you should grab a pen and a piece of paper, although in modern times I'm use phone because you're going to learn something. This is not something that we are routinely taught in medical school, but I'm going to put it all together to see if this is maybe why. I think maybe at least half of the population is suffering from this condition. Good evening. Hi, Marva. Good, great. Hi, Valetta or Valita. Good. So now I know you're hearing me, so we're going to get started. All right. So when I say feeling tired all the time, I'm talking about chronic fatigue, meaning you're feeling tired for months, weeks, months, maybe even years. And like when you say it to people, boy, I feel tired. And it's like people start to say, boy, every day you're tired. Every time I see you, you're tired, right? A lot of maybe newborn mothers get it a lot, that kind of thing. But I'm talking about people who, whether you're a man, woman, it don't matter. You're just tired. You just feel exhausted. You feel depleted. And it's like you don't have the energy to do your normal activities. Or if you do activities, you can only manage. Can I see the people who are having tired problem? I don't know if you can just, I don't know, maybe you could give me a thumbs up to let me know if this is an issue for you. You feel tired most of the time. Like even if you sleep, you might feel a little rested, and a couple of hours later you're tired. Are you the kind of person you see like somebody else doing some work and you look at them and say, boy, I don't even have the energy. Just looking at them make you tired? If you are that's like that, let me know. Hi, Claudette. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Verlita. Hi, Sanji. So I'm going to tell you what is a main reason you may be tired. So we all know that if we don't get enough sleep, if we don't eat properly, if we're under stress, etc., that we will be tired. Not true. We know if we're working back to back, early morning, late nights, we're going to feel tired. I'm not talking about that kind of tired. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those people who for months you are exhausted and you try everything. You worm out, you start vitamins, you take 3-day, sick leave and get some rest, and you're still tired. Do we have any people like that on the live today? Now, if you think about it, the cells in your body has a part of that cell is called a mitochondria, and that is supposed to make your energy for your cell. So for example, the cells of the heart, their job is to make the heart pump, right? But if the mitochondria not working properly, it won't produce energy for that heart cell to beat, and then you get heart problem. If your muscle cells not working, the mitochondria not working, it's the same thing. Okay? And I'm explaining this so you understand that most people with low energy have a mitochondrial problem. They have an issue with the mitochondria in their cells. Pay attention. We're going somewhere with this. So the next question is, well, what destroys my mitochondria in my cells? Why? Because the mitochondria is the powerhouse. It is what makes energy. And let me tell you what it is. It is poor sleep, poor diet, environmental toxins. So things like the pesticides, the herbicides, all of those things, the processed foods, the chemicals, all of these heavy metals, parasite, that's worm, fungus, mold, all of these things destroy your mitochondria, then you don't have no energy. Anyway, let us move on to everybody know I could give you a long list of things that make you tired. If you are diabetic, you're going to be tired. If your thyroid low, if you have low blood count, anemia, right? You're going to feel tired. If you have any chronic sickness like heart disease, kidney disease, autoimmune problems like lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, you are tired. Chronic infections in your body will make you feel tired. Things like cancer will make you feel tired. We all know that. We all know that sickness makes us tired. But I bet you never truly realize the link between how stress affects your energy. Now, before you think you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to pause you. Because when we think about stress, we always think about emotional stress. Boy, my husband has stressed me, my wife has stressed me, my boss has stressed me, the picnic them has stressed me. I'm not just talking about that. Somebody dead for you, it stress you. I'm not just talking about that. I am talking about God designed the body with a system to help us to deal with stress, whatever the stress is. So for the people who are tired all the time, your body is not dealing with stress properly. For example, the stress just to get through the regular activities of your day, your body is not dealing with that. Your body is seeing that as too much work. So it becomes stress. You catch a flu, and because your body is weak, your immune system is low, your body sees the flu as stress. You're eating too much sugar, your blood sugar is high, your body sees that as stress. So stress is not just your emotions. It's not just bad news, somebody dead for you. It's not just that. It is any activity that requires the body to get up and go, to get up and do something. You understand? So even exercising, regular exercise can feel like stress. If you don't eat on time, for some people, on the body, it feels like stress. So that is what I mean by stress in this lecture today. Because what I'm trying to explain to you is that God made your body with a system to handle the stresses of your day. The stresses of waking up, getting ready to go out, cooking breakfast, going on the road, dealing with the man who bad drive you, the taxi man, the fast driving, the reckless driving, dealing with the clients at work. All of that is a level of stress on the body. So you have something called a stress response that is supposed to enable you to deal with it. Now, most people, normal people, they have a stress response that handles that so easily. It's no problem to wake up and get ready. But when you are chronically fatigued, you're tired long time now, your body is not managing the stress of the day as simple as it seems. Just getting out of bed in the morning feels like stress to your body. Just getting up. That's why when the alarm go off, you feel so tired. Your body is not ready to face the day. So I started this talk explaining to you common conditions that cause you to be tired. But now I'm going to explain why those conditions cause you to feel tired. Because you think taking a sugar pill, taking metformin, taking Synthroid for thyroid fixes the problem. It doesn't. It doesn't. You have to fix what is causing the problem. What is the root of your tiredness? And the root of your tiredness is that your body is getting too much stress physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Your body is getting too much stress, and your body, for whatever reason, cannot manage it. So the mold in your office and you're breathing in that AC, after a while, it feels like stress on the body. You go to the gym, you work out, but your workout, you're over exercising, it start to feel like stress on the body. So let us go back to the system. Wanna follow me? The system that God gave us to deal with our everyday stress. And there are two glands in your body called the adrenal glands. You have one on the left side and one on the right side, and they sit right on top of your kidney. Right on top of your kidney. And these glands are extremely important because they release or secrete your stress hormones. Your stress hormones. So when you encounter a stress, the adrenal glands secrete stress hormones like cortisol. Somebody write this out for me in the chat, please. Adrenals secrete cortisol. Listen, people, I'm teaching you some stuff this evening so you can get on a body healthy. So you don't have to sicky and every minute have to run go doctor and get a bag of pill. I'm teaching you some stuff. The reason you are tired is because your body cannot manage stress. Your adrenal glands, there's some issues with it and the secretion of your stress hormones. That is your problem that half of the people have and them don't realize. We do not learn this in medical school. We learn about the extremes of disease as it concerns these glands and the stress hormone, cortisol. But we don't learn that most people have some problems with the adrenal. It is commonly called adrenal fatigue. Somebody please type that in the chat. Adrenal fatigue. You're having an issue with your adrenal hormones, especially cortisol. Now, a regular person, when they're under stress, them adrenals secrete cortisol, and it is very important because it helps inflammation. It helps you to deal with stress. Now, how this should really work is that you see a gunman, a thief, a lion, a bear, right? And the stress hormones are secreted. It gets you ready to be prepared to fight off the gunman, the thief, to run from him, which is flight, or in some cases, you freeze up. That's how it's supposed to work. It enables your body to get ready to fight the stress, to deal with the stress. But many of us are under constant, repetitive, chronic stress. Every day is stress. So over the years, I would pay attention. Over the years, you have this chronic stress and your adrenals have to be secreting the cortisol for every little thing because of years and years and years and years of stress. Maybe your stress started from childhood neglect, childhood abuse, lack of love. Your mother wasn't nice to you. Your father never nice. The teacher never nice. You were sexually molested. You were raped. The stress started from then. And then you're with a man or a woman and the relationship was stressful. Your work situation. So you have been under, somebody put this in the chat, chronic stress. Chronic stress. And you know what happens? At first, the body was managing. The adrenal glands, they were managing. But it reached a point it can't manage no more. And what happens is that it starts to malfunction. Let me use that word, malfunction. So it first starts to try and secrete a lot more of this hormone, which is called cortisol. Please remember it, cortisol. And when this hormone is high, it comes with some bad effects when it is too high. And in your case, because you're under stress so long, so many years, you have all of the bad effects then. So for all these years, your cortisol is high. I'm going to soon tell you what the problem they may have. That's why when you come, I'm going to size you up. We can almost tell you this. Don't you have this? This is your problem. Don't I have this, I have that, I have that. Because there's a pattern to the symptoms. Now, when your adrenals can't manage no more, it burn out, so to speak. And then your cortisol is low. So first it was very high because it's trying its best to pump out enough for your stress. But when it burn out, it is very low and it comes with another set of symptoms, of which the tiredness is the main one. The main one. And I know you don't know this. Maybe your doctor don't even know this, because this is something that is not really taught. We learn about high cortisol with Cushing's syndrome. We learn about low cortisol with Addison's disease. But there's an in-between where most of them fall in. This is the chronic stress and how it depletes your stress response. Are we following? I'm going to tie it all back to the various sicknesses you have now. So are we following? So normally, this cortisol is to help us to get up and go and do our day, right? So usually, cortisol is highest in the morning, right? When you're getting up to go. And it is lowest when you're going to wind down in the night, right? Now, when the cortisol is high, you start get big belly. You notice it, especially when you see people under stress. Them belly big, them have a big belly, and they start to lose muscle mass, muscle off them thighs and off them butt. You know how them look. The big belly people them with the slim legs and hips. In women, you start to lose your shape, in other words, because your belly start look big and your hips start look small. You might even get some fat around your neck. That is classic that you are having high cortisol. Your blood pressure might go up. So some people on pressure pill right now is not necessarily the true hypertension. It is that they are having chronic stress. Your blood sugar can go up when your cortisol is high, because I tell you it's a stress hormone. Again, some people are being treated for diabetes when the root cause is that you have high cortisol. Your stress response is going cuckoo. Are we following? Your heart rate is high. Listen, I have notes today, because I really want to give you the information. I hope you're taking notes. So some people with so-called diabetes or pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, high heart rate, it is the chronic stress that's causing it. You cannot separate your emotions from your body. And it is not just your emotions. We'll soon come back to high cortisol. Let me say this like how it comes to my mind. It is not just emotional stress that Dr. Jen is talking about. If you have chemicals, processed foods, the additives, the Roundup pesticide, whole heap of that, heavy metals, mercury, lead, cadmium, aluminum, parasites, mold, chronic viral infections in your body. These things act like, say the word, stress. Thank you. You pure plastic, the plastics act like what I say? Stress. Thank you. You're getting it now. Mold toxicity, stress. You're at the gym every day and you're overdoing it. You work a whole long day now. You know you start your day 4 a.m. You go to work and it's a stressful job. Then you're at the gym for 2 hours. Then you come home and cook and the children. Why people burn out? Stress. Now you understand why. It is too much on your adrenals. It is too much. God gave you this system to cope, but you're overdoing it. You're not resting off. We'll soon get to that. I don't want to miss nothing because I'm giving you some knowledge so you can heal on yourself. So we spoke about, I just want to make sure we get certain medications act like stress on the body. For example, the cholesterol medication, certain blood pressure medications act like stress on the body. But just don't want to leave out nothing. Yes, I think I said all of that. And of course, my favorite, because we always forget about this, the lack of sleep. So for those people who may think they can bleach till 1 a.m., party, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or on them phone, you're watching TV or your tablet till hours a night, then you have to wake up early, keep on going. Then you wonder why you're sick. Now you know. Now you know. So let us get back now to some of these symptoms that you have. So apart from the fact that your body come down, you're tired, and you have to drink Red Bull, which by the way, this messes up your adrenals, those glands that make the stress hormone. Here are some of the other symptoms that you may have. Allergies, asthma, sinus, over, and oh God, I take this sinus thing, and it helped me, it clear it up. 2 tools, it's back again. Adrenals. Why? Because the cortisol, I told you, is anti-inflammatory. It's a steroid hormone, right? It's a steroid. It's like prednisone. It's like hydrocortisone, right? And so when it is high, it's like your whole inflammatory process is off. Autoimmune-like symptoms can happen too. Understand now? Skin issues. All from adrenal dysfunction. All from this whole stress. Now look at yourself. We come on this live and we're talking about tiredness. But now looking at yourself now and tell me if you don't have none of the symptoms, let me just tell you about. Tell me. Nervous all the time. You're on edge. Let me tell you how you know you have this. Let me tell you. I get all hot. No, I get hot. Give me a sec. Let me tell you how you know. You're tired that in the middle of the day you have to take a nap. The way you're tired. You're on your desk at work and you take a nap. You're tired. Then you have difficulty going to sleep because your mind racing with thoughts. Right? You wake up frequently in the night, the middle of the night, you wake up. Then when you wake up like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, you feel energized, not true? Me don't read a woman, me just know patterns. You wake up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you feel energized. And then you look and you say, but it's just 2 o'clock. God, I need to get some more sleep. I need to go back to sleep. You go back to sleep. Then now you wake up, say 6, 7, and you feel exhausted. It's like you can't come out of the bed. That is the pattern. Who have that? If you have that, put up your hand. Put up your hand if I'm telling the truth. In fact, sometimes the thoughts come to your mind in the night before you fall asleep, right? And they are so vivid. Sometimes it makes you all have nightmare, very vivid nightmare them too. Yes. All related to what may I tell you, the adrenals. Adrenals. So you're nervy, you're anxious. How am I forget the anxiety? When your cortisol is high, it gives you a panic attack. You're anxious every time. You're frizzled out. You're tired, but you can't even relax. So you're tired, chronically tired, which they call chronic fatigue. And then you have some other symptoms with it. And see there, may I give you the goal now. May I give you the goal, Jen, I give you the goal. So put your symptoms together. Now, when the adrenals burn out, let me see some of the comments them. Yes, me know. Yes, me know what me I say. Me study this, you know. Me study it not just from a research. Me have patience. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story. Just remind me to tell you one story when we finish the symptoms. Just say to me, somebody just type story when we finish the symptoms. So that is when the cortisol, which is your stress hormone, is very high. And as I explained, let me just say it again, it is high when you're under chronic stress because your body is really trying to help you with the stress of the day. It is trying to help you to, boy, Dr. Jen, I have to go work, you know, I have to go see patient, you know, the cortisol I help me to drive the car, go see the patient. And if God forbid, you know, is a stressful patient, Lord, give me the patience to keep the tongue. Yes, cortisol is doing that. So it starts to produce more cortisol at first. Then when it burn out now, when it can't manage no more, Lord, we can't take it no more. And when the poor body can't manage no more, the adrenals, it stops producing as much. Now you have a cortisol deficiency. You have less. So that is when you pop down. At that time you pop down. At that time you don't have no energy. That is when you feel like, boy, any moment now I'm gonna kick the bucket. Any moment now. So that time now, your blood pressure start to drop. Then them start telling you have low blood pressure, low blood sugar. You're weak out. You start to have all kind of symptoms. Your muscle them are hurt, your joints are hurt. They might tell you about fibromyalgia and you have autoimmune. Because now your immune system screw up like wow, you know, because this adrenals I explained is an important part with inflammation, which have to do with your immune system too. True, me no want to leave out anything, so I'm going to tell you all of that. Yes. How could I forget? Digestive issues, stomach problem. All from issues with your cortisol. All from issues. So you think it's just like a thyroid problem you have, or you have a diabetes problem. And I'm not saying you can't have those plus this, you know. But a lot of the times you have that, and the root, the problem behind it was the chronic stress. You were doing too much and your body was not managing it. And then a lot of the time is emotional stress. A lot of the time. I'm going to tell you a story. I had a patient, a female patient, who came to me saying she's having pain all over. And she went to several doctors. They did various tests. She was mostly having muscle pain, knee pain, the two knees. Her hip was starting to hurt, both hips. And this lady, let's say, is in her 30s, right? It's not an old person. And she was, I tell you, abdominal pain and back pain. And, you know, some other symptoms. And she tired all the time. She noticed that. And she had a few other symptoms. Can't remember them in detail because I really never planned to tell the story. But as I'm talking, the story come to my mind. And I remember, like, you know, this was puzzling me, you know, like, why is this young woman having these symptoms? And while she's talking and I'm there and I'm listening, and then I said to her, the same things I start asking. I said, how you sleeping? How you eating? How you, all of that, me ask, whatever. And then she started to tell me, say, boy, doc, I'm not sleeping good. I'm waking up early, blah, blah. Most of the symptoms, me just tell you. So I said to her, she said to me, sorry, that this had been going on for like a month. So I said to her, what happened recently? What happened recently? And she said, boy, doc, a few months ago, I was raped. So I said, you know, sorry to hear. And then she kind of broke down. So I say, you go police. She said, well, because, you know, she never want the embarrassment, whatever. She just go counselor, whatever. And I said, is that it? Because she had other symptoms from before, long term. So I start probe, because I'm a detective, right? Me like fix real problem. So then she mentioned that her mom had died recently and she was the primary caregiver and she was there during the time of our mother's, going down in health. So she had been under that chronic stress. You follow? And then now to put the cherry on top come that sexual molestation. And a month later now, she is developing pain all over. Pain, this, pain, that, and she on painkiller, and she go doctor, and she go here, there. And I put it together and I said, my God, now she's having autoimmune. And where is it coming from? The stress response cannot manage no more of the stress that she has been under. She has been under physical stress, and she has been on with the care of our mother, emotional stress, and then she go through that, the blouse and skirt, the trauma, which is like a PTSD, and she's going through it now. You follow? That is how you fix your body, because if you don't figure out what it is that is causing the problem, you're going forever be going to doctor, and then you're going to just be getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. That's why I do this live. So let me tell you now how to fix it. How to fix it. So most of the things say you're going to the pharmacy now and sell me a dozen Beaker zinc, sell me B complex, and I saw it work, and I saw it work. Let me tell you something, and this is something very, boy, I'm going to make a short video out of this part. Let me tell you something. You see the body that you are, your body, the same body where I watch Dr. Jen right now. You need to start respect your blouse and skirt body. You hear me say? You need to start respect your body. Eh? It might not be the best looking body. It might not be the most active. You might have aches and pains. But I want you to start to respect your body. Thank your heart for beating for 40 odd years. Thank your lungs for breathing. And be honest with yourself and say, boy, I know I have not taken the best care of you, but from today, I'm going to take better care of you. I'm going to take better care of my liver, my pancreas, my spleen, my kidneys, my adrenals. From today, I'm going to take better care of it, of them. Because as much as things not perfect, you carry me to this point. Me not keel over and dead. Me not standing on top of my grave. I'm in the land of the living. And the first thing you need to do for respect it is realize that your body needs rest. Your body needs rest. So you see all of you who are going non-stop like Superwoman, Superman, Flash, etc. And you do not give your body adequate time to recover and heal, you will never get rid of this adrenal fatigue problem if you do not allow your body to rest and recover. There is a part of the nervous system that its sole responsibility is resting. I've already explained that during sleep and rest is when your healing and repair occurs. Listen, as I talk, I have a patient right in mind, and it's a patient I love. Some patient may have doctor's family, I love this patient, and every day me have to body him up to say you need for rest, and still not listen. You must rest. Listen, don't make nobody tell you say you're lazy. Don't make nobody tell you say I work 10 hours, you should work 10 too. If your body is not well enough, the fact that you are tired chronically tells me your cells them now work, your mitochondria them, which are the powerhouses, are not functional properly. They are not. You are sick. But you are in denial. So you are waiting till your body start pop down. You are waiting for the heart failure. You are waiting for the kidney failure. But is it true me not on that the boat with you? You see, because I am not on that boat with you, I will not go down that road. You must rest. And this is different from sleep, you know. I'm talking about rest. Sometimes you can just sit down and smell the roses. You can walk out in your yard and go pick 2 mango. You can look right now to go them may out the outside here. Look on God creation. Nature. Do you know how therapeutic nature is? I have a patient who have anxiety issues. You know, from when me I tell the man, you just need to go to the beach 2 weeks straight every day, or it would have helped your anxiety and depression. But true, you don't want to take some Lexapro and Paxil and them kind of medication there. When nature is your medication, a lot of the times. You must rest. Rest. Rest mean you don't have to be doing nothing. You can just be still. You can just pray. You can just meditate. You can sing. You can hum. Rest. Rest your body. Rest. Rest. You need permission to rest. Which plantation you depend? Which plantation? From? Which one? You can't rest. The slave driver say you can't rest. Your slave driver there your yard. You can't rest. Rest. Your parasympathetic nervous system needs you to rest, to recover, because the cortisol, the epinephrine, norepinephrine, which are the adrenal secrete as part of your stress hormone, stimulates your sympathetic nervous system, and it makes you on the go, jittery, heart rate. Right. You need to rest. You just need to chill. Do activities that make you happy and feel contented and peaceful. You like to garden? Go and garden. You like to cook? Go cook. You like to dance like myself? Go dance. You like to sing? Go sing. Go find a hobby, a productive hobby. One thing I take with people, man, and do not immoral. Go do something that makes your soul sing. So rest is part of the prescription, number 1. Number 2, you must sleep. You see, if you're not sleep, you're never going to heal. Remember me tell you, I wonder if somebody, hey, if you're not sleep, you will never heal. We need to make these quotes. If you don't sleep, your adrenals will never heal. You will always be tired. I tell you already in the sleep video, try to go bed by 10 o'clock and wake up, whatever time you wake up, right? Look at the sunlight, because it helps to balance your natural circadian rhythm, your sleep cycle. You cannot be going to bed midnight and 1 o'clock. Come on, listen to me. Come on from my life. Me say you cannot be going to bed them hours there with chronic fatigue. Let me tell you, it's going to take about 6 months minimum to restore your body. Minimum. The longer you've been under it, the longer it will take. It might take you up to 2 years, especially if you have chronic infection. I think of people with like chronic hepatitis. You have long COVID, you did have bad chickpea in your body for years. Yes, you too. Zika, yes, you too. You need this. You need for sleep. You should be off your phone and tablet by 8 o'clock, the latest. But already explained that the phone, the blue light from the phone and the TV, it is very bad for the adrenals and the cortisol. So number 1, you must rest and have times you're calm. You see how me agitated now? My cortisol must high, not true? But you need times you just rest. You're calm, you're peaceful. And then you must sleep. Your sleep must be like going to church. It's your religion. You have to defend your sleep like, whoa. Hear me? What me say? You have to defend your sleep like, whoa, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever time you choose, 9 o'clock. Yeah, man, bedtime. Everybody in the house know you're going to bed. Why? Because you're sick. That's why you're tired. That's not normal to be tired like how you're tired, lady. It's not normal. Yes, I'm talking to you. You need to sleep. You want pill? You think pill are going to help you? You need to sleep. Look how sleep free. That's why the shift workers, the night workers, which I used to be, still do a little night work, but hardly. That's why them have it tough. Them body start pop down when they reach 40, in them 40s, especially the women. That is why. It's no rocket science. Let's move on because this life getting long. Let's now talk about stress management. Stress management. I don't love to talk about stress management. Me not believe in a stress management. Me no want be no manager for no stress. If I have to manage stress, that means I'll be under stress. Not true. If you are managing the children are under your care. Not true. Me no want no stress under my care. So I believe in stress elimination, stress reduction. Go away stress, go to hell. Go away stress. So on that breath, do not take on any stress. All if a pastor call you, Sister Jen, can you teach this class? You can't manage, you're sick. That's why you're tired. That's why you're tired. Capiche? Capiche? Yes. You have to treat this symptom as a big red flag. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, looking at me eye them as me bulge them out, in a matter of months to years, you're going to start to have some more symptoms. And then you're going to say, blouse and skirt, look how Dr. Jen warned me. Don't take the chronic fatigue lightly. Don't take it lightly. Eliminate the stress then, one by one. Start with the baby stress then. Such as, when you have to rush, that creates a stress response. Stop rush. Just tell yourself you're not rush no more. So if you need to reach halfway tree, and it normally take you half hour, give yourself extra 15 minutes. So you're going to give yourself 45 minutes to reach. So you don't have to rush. So you cut out any little thing that normally would stress you. My favorite one to tell you is people. When you cut out the blouse and skirt, blouse and skirt is just so, I'm going to try and control it. But when you cut out the crosses, people, look here, when you cut out, let me just pause there. So when you cut out the crosses, people, you see, your life is so much less stressful. You do not have to talk to them. You do not. And create a life that you deal with stressful people less and less. Toxic people less and less. That's its own video. I could do a separate video on toxic people. People who are like vampires that drain your life energy. They are literally draining you of energy. The energy that they drain makes you tired. They are draining your emotional energy. But do you know energy is all one and the same? These are the people that when them come around, your heart just dip. You just feel your heart falling on your chest. These are the people when them text or call your phone, your heart flutter a little. Cut them out. Forgive and just move. You need peace. Hey, I'm going to do one video tomorrow on peace. I'm plan to do a video on protect your peace. Look out for that tomorrow. So eliminate the stress them one by one, little by little, baby steps. Now feel say you're going to solve your mortgage problem tomorrow. But you might start with, you hate, like me hate to see dirty dishes. I hate to see dirty dishes, right? So for me have a policy, me just wash them as often and as soon as I see them. I just hate to see it. It just stresses me. It's weird. Yes. As simple as it be, any little thing that stress you, eliminate it or reduce it. I give you 3 pointers, This is on my prescription. Listen, only need to do it. Anyway, don't do it. Come to my office. Let me charge you some money for tell you the same thing. Good. Now the diet, very important. Your diet has to be clean. And what I mean by that, you see the processed food, anything will come in a box or bag with label and whole heap of fancy word on them, contains maltodextrin, bread color, this and all of that. Any food that have that on it is processed, right? You want to eat the banana, not the banana chips. The plantain, not the plantain chips. The oats, not the, what name? Cheerios. You follow? So you want to eat whole foods as organically as possible. Let me tell you what I need you to do. I need you to eat your fruits and your vegetables. Let me tell you why. And I need you to eat a variety of colors. So I want you eat, if you're going to eat a mango, I want you eat lettuce that are green. We're going orange. We need tomato red. We need something purple. We need something blue. What I want you to eat the colors of the rainbow. Why? Because that ensures that you get all the nutrients your body needs. Let me tell you something. You see, when you're stressed chronically, whether because of everything we said, not just emotional, you are low in certain vitamins and minerals. What did I say? You are low in certain vitamins and minerals. I can tell you, you are low in magnesium. You are low in B vitamins. You are low in vitamin C, E, A. You are low in zinc. I can tell you that just by virtue of fact that you are chronically tired. You're tired. You are tired body. You don't even have energy for the little sex. Man, you can't get your penis up for erection. You're tired. Can you imagine? Big old man like you and you tired for have sex. Look at you. Fix your body. Look at you. And once you are chronically fatigued, I know you have nutrient deficiencies. So you have to eat, and not just so rice and fried chicken. That are not real food. You must eat your vegetables. You must eat some fruits. You must have good quality protein. The whole heap of fried chicken with that oil I'm using is not good for us people. So we have to eat the coconut oil. When pear in season, eat the pear. Anything, when the stuff in season, eat it. My little policy, I'm not saying this is true, because I never yet test it, but 1 mango a day keeps the doctor away. You know how much vitamin C in mango? 1 mango a day keeps the doctor away. You follow? So eat up your vegetables and fruits in a variety of colors. And I want you to limit your starchy sweets and them something that the carbohydrates. It is too much. It is too much. This whole heap of flour and rice and peas, it is too much. So have your high quality protein, which is like your chicken, beef, fish, goat, etc. And you have a little rice, a little ground food, yam, potato, whatever, and lots of vegetables and a moderate amount of fruit. That's your diet. So it is not potato chips and Pringles and Doritos and Oreos and Pepsi and cran water and ice cream. Okay? It's not Krispy Kreme and KFC and Burger King and Pizza Hut. No, it's not. Not if you're trying to heal from chronic fatigue. You will never heal with that diet because all you will be doing is mashing up those mitochondria, the powerhouses in the cells, and you will just be killing me softly with this food, killing me softly with my food, killing me softly with my food, killing me softly with my food. Ooh. Oh. Let me stop. So your diet has to be clean. Your diet have to clean, people. We can't stress it enough. It have to clean up. Now, I don't believe in fasting when you are very tired. I prefer for you to have your meals because for some people, just fasting, going hungry, stress out the body and it creates a stress response because the body just frazzle. So I want you to eat, be satisfied, and eat clean. Now for exercise. This is not the time to be Miss Super Fit, Mr. Super Gym. This is not the time. This is the time to take some nice leisurely walks around the place and look and say, wow, look at that caterpillar. Look at that little roach. Look at that green lizard. Praise the Lord. It's time to take leisurely walks. Half hour. Pray to your God. Sing a song. That is the kind of exercise. Going at the beach, the ocean, feel Master God's sun, look on the sun and smile at the sun, breathe in the fresh air. As I said, breathe in the fresh air. This is what I want you to do with the breathing. I want you to do your breath work. Deep breath in and out. And when you blow out all the air, and as long as you can. Try and hold it for even 8, 9, 10 seconds. So look at me now. Deep breath in and out. Do that like 6 times, several times during the day. That helps to rest and recover that part of the nervous system that helps you to heal. Again, deep breath in. Hold it in a little, then blow it out. Good. Just doing that, I feel more relaxed. So no overly strenuous exercise in the first few months. It's just walking at a slow pace, preferably in nature, at the beach, at the river, in a bush, in a garden. If you can do like a barefoot walking, it is very good. Touch a tree, touch Master God nature. These are the things that help you to heal. That's the only exercise I want you to do when you're very tired. Okay? Don't make these gym enthusiasts and gym instructors tell you, work it out, let's go, 1, 2. No, not right now. Body, I go see that as stress. It's too much. Okay? Now let us talk about supplements. Because many people in the fraternity, oh, supplements is a waste of money, it's a waste of time. All the studies show that. That is not true. It is not true. I'm not saying a lot of the supplements may not be of good quality, but I just cannot say this enough. It is simply not true. And if you are into more natural stuff, Irish moss is very good to get your minerals. Me love moringa, especially the seed. But you can do your due research on these things. But let us talk about what vitamins now you will need to supplement. Because truth be told, ideally, you would want to get all of your nutrients from the food you eat. But as I told you, chances are you are deficient. You are low in these things. And you might not be able to eat enough food to get back to the level you need to be. And unfortunately in Jamaica, we cannot test for most of these vitamins and minerals deficiency. We can't test. It's not like foreign where you can just do a little test, a home test, and send it off to the lab and then tell you exactly where you're low in. It's not like that in Jamaica. So I have to just guide you based on what you will generally be low in. So I recommend a good multivitamin that has magnesium, preferably glycinate, but you have others, okay? Magnesium. You must, what did I say? Must be on your B vitamins, especially B1. If you're a vegetarian, especially B12, you must be on B vitamins. As I said in my last video, my preference is methylated B vitamins. You must be on vitamin C as a powerful antioxidant. vitamin A, vitamin E. You must be on zinc. So you want a good multivitamin that must contain these that may list. I hope you're writing it down. You must be on these to heal, help you heal from chronic fatigue, from adrenal dysfunction. You must be on magnesium and B vitamins. A lot of people have salt imbalance when they have this issue. Let me tell you how you know. If you crave salt a lot, you find that you need something salty, salt fish, cheese tricks, potato chips, you're craving salt, you are having, chances are you are having this problem. So I recommend you put some electrolytes in your water because your salts are off and it come with this condition. So are we clear with the main supplements? Now, the one me love the most, and I tell me, hello, I feel like Proactive should have give me some money, the amount of patients I sent to them. The supplement I love the most for this issue, especially if you're stressed, is ashwagandha. Hands down, ashwagandha. Now, I am not your doctor. You are not my patient. So this is not medical advice. All of this is for information, educational purposes, maybe all entertainment purposes. But I love ashwagandha for a couple months to help your cortisol level. It helps to, it's an adaptogen, so it helps your cortisol level to somewhat normalize. You can, somebody can write these things in the chat so people maybe can figure out how to spell it. And yeah, thank you. Yes, ashwagandha, thank you very much. So those are the main. Let me see if there's anything else. I also really love cod liver oil. I don't know if you know that. Omega-3 fish oil, just on a whole for overall development, you know, your overall health. Beaker zinc. Somebody asked about Beaker zinc. Yes, I find that to be a good vitamin. It's just that the B complex in there is not methylated. So the brand I prefer, which I get from Amazon, but I think Proactive has it too. And I'm not affiliated with it, Proactive, because, you know, they are a little pricey. But Life Extensions, I really like their stuff. When I use their stuff, I really feel a difference. I get mine on Amazon. By the way, when you make these dietary changes, these supplement changes and vitamins, it takes, for most people, about 3 months before them start to feel this energy come back. Because it takes a while for your mitochondria to repair or for new mitochondria to be made, okay? The mitochondria are the powerhouses that I tell you in your cells, okay? For those who came on late. So it takes a while. Healing takes a while. There's no magic pill. And if them give you a magic pill, just know there's some side effect coming for you later on. So we spoke about the diet. We spoke about supplements. We spoke about sleep. I think we have covered everything. Awesome. So now you have a solid plan of action. You know why. Now you know what to do. The question is, will you do it? Will you do it? This valuable information I've shared with you. It's time for you to love your body enough, respect yourself enough to just take your time and implement things. You don't have to do everything all at once. But your first thing is that you must implement rest and recovery and sleep. Those are the first things must do. Prayer, meditation, cut off the crosses. Those are the things you must do first. Do it for a couple of weeks. Get yourself in a nice little rhythm. Then you might decide to add a little walk. Then you might add your change up your diet. Then you start add in your supplements. You follow? Whichever one you want to do first. But the sleep is critical. The rest is critical because you can't heal it until you do those things. Okay, so I've come to the end of my presentation. I hope this has been very helpful. Let me see if there are any questions. We're not talking about gastritis today. I'm talking about chronic fatigue. Are there any questions? Let me give you a minute to send in any questions or comments for that matter. Yeah, man, stress is linked to almost every disease, you know. And I'm not just talking emotional stress. Sometimes you're overworking, you're working too much hours, you're staying up too late. It becomes stress in the body. You're welcome, Claudia. Thank you, Mitzi. Okay, looks like it was clear. Awesome. You're most welcome. You are most welcome, Tricia. I hope I pronounce it right. Millicent, you're most welcome. I'm glad to be of help and service to you. I really am. You know, when you get some good information that has changed people's life. Let me tell you one last story before I come off. This adrenal problem, you know, can get really bad, you know. It can become an emergency situation, like a crisis, you know. And I've had patients like that, you know. So this is why it kind of hits home to me. You know, I've had a beloved patient of mine. He is no longer with us, you know, and he had severe issues related to other things, you know, stress. He had chronic illness. Chronic illness is a stress on the body too, right? And you know, I saw all of this play out in front of me. You know, everything may teach you, you know, I saw it play out, and he died, you know. But you know, these things cannot be in vain. So if this can help you, you teach somebody else. Please share this video. Please like if you want to see Dr. Jen. Stay on social media, Facebook, TikTok, etc. more. Keep it going. Share, like, comment. And I'll see you on the next live. Bye. Take care.